Look, I know this isn't going to be very easy, but I was just all alone out there in the world, and I got so scared because all I could think about was how I had no place in this world, and then out of nowhere I realized that I did have a place in this world, and it was with you, so I flew, and I took a taxi. Thank God you... Oh. I'm sorry. You're not. I'm sorry. I'm looking for Daniel Harding. Do you know a Daniel Harding?
You're...
Looking for Daniel Harding. Yeah, he lives here. I thought. But... Oh, he doesn't, does he? Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Who is this woman and what is she doing here? I just honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Oh, do you know him? Big guy, big strong guy. Played hockey. Do you know him?
Well...
Oh, don't even answer that. That was such a horrible question to ask someone who lives in a small town. As if everybody in small towns knows everybody else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I hated when people assumed I knew everybody in town just because it was small. I mean, because, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know, just like anywhere else. I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, when his parents passed, he kept the house, I heard. He stayed here. He lived here. He was one of the ones who did. I didn't. I went away.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. And I guess I lost track of time. You know, you gotta hold on to people or you lose them. Wish there was something you could keep him in for. Whoop, there he is, perfect. Boy, it's cold. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. I can't believe I took a taxi from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this place is a little farther away from things than I remember.
Why did you do that?
Well, because I could only fly as close to Bangor, and I needed to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
Because I needed to answer a question he asked me.
Oh?
Last time I saw him, he asked me a very important question, and I didn't answer him. And that's just not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Oh, that's being a little hard on yourself, don't you?
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you...
Didn't answer him, no. That's why I'm here, to answer him. Well, I mean, I didn't answer him in the first place because I didn't have an answer at the time. I was going off to college, and the night before I go off to do what I hope and to do what I dream, he asked me, will you marry me? I mean, come on, what was I supposed to say?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him I'd think it over overnight and I'll be back before the sun came up with an answer, and I left. I left him standing right there, and I did come back with an answer before the sun came up, or at all.
Oh, that sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer, and I think that...
What?
I think he thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's probably not going to ask a girl that question unless he thinks she's going to say yes.
Yeah, I know, and I'm afraid he waited up all night waiting for me to come by, and I just want to let him know that I know now that you can't not answer a question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person, especially to someone you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know if... Love? I mean, we were kids. Yes, I did. I do. Oh, I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
Oh, come on. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young, and everybody starts out young, so everybody gets their hopes dashed. Besides, I don't really think you dashed his hopes. Because if you dash somebody's hopes, well, that's a nice way of saying no. Because it hurts, but it's quick. Now, if you would have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. You said nothing. You just left him standing there without an answer. And that's killing hope the long, slow, painful way. Because it's still there, just never really goes away. And it's like giving someone a little less air to breathe every day till they die.
Yeah! Okay, well, thank you.
For what?
I don't even know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Goodbye. Look, I'm so sorry to have bothered you. It's just, I was all alone out there in the world and I got so scared and all I could think about was how I had no place in this world and wait, you called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny!
Hello.
Danny, I didn't recognize you.
I know.
I didn't even recognize you. I didn't recognize
I know.
you. You're so, thin?
I guess you could say I've lost a lot of hope. That'll do a number on you.
Oh, Danny, I'm so sorry.
You know what? You're early.
Huh?
You're early. You said you'd be back here with an answer before the sun came up, and geez, and Crow, it only went down a couple hours ago. Look how early you are. That's good of you. So, a taxi all the way from Bangor
Yup.
to tell me?
Honey, Dad, Hun, who's there?
Just somebody needed directions.
But it's also late for directions.
Yeah, Susan. Listen, I'll be right in.
What?
I hope you find it home. Your place in the world. Bye.
Goodbye, Danny.